Land Use Conflicts in Brazil by Penelope. Brazil. Brazil is a large South American country with a population of 211 million. Brazil is home to many beautiful beaches, historical monuments, rainforests, and many, many more. Speaking of rainforests, Brazil has the most rainforest in any country in the world, with rainforests covering 1.2 million miles of the country. What are land use conflicts? Land use conflicts, like the name suggests, is when many people have conflicting views on what land should be used for. To simplify that, imagine if you had a room in your home that was not yet being used for something. So your sister wants it to be an art room, but you disagree and you want it to be a spare bedroom. That would be a land use conflict, albeit a simplified one. What are some of the land use conflicts faced in Brazil? Some of the land use conflicts faced in Brazil are: since the indigenous population is very high in Brazil, they do live in reclusive spaces out in unused land, the Brazilian government may want to take that land from them, whether to keep the beautiful rainforests or to make new cities for the growing populace. Why are these conflicts faced? Brazil's population is growing, and it doesn't seem like stopping anytime soon, as seen in the population pyramid, right here. With cities getting overcrowded and more people coming from rural areas, they need to expand. And with Brazil being home to many different open rainforests, it seems like a no-brainer to tear them down to make room for housing. Many people disagree and say that the natural environment should stay as it is. Political impacts. Some of the political impacts of land use conflicts are: more people could become more involved in politics if they care about land use conflicts or they live in or close to the rainforest. More complicated decisions for the government to make, especially if people are getting involved. Impacts on the ecosystem. Some of the impacts on the ecosystem are: if Brazil's forests are industrialized, it will draw out the animals and it could cause deforestation, or it will cause deforestation. Economic impacts. One of the economic impacts is: if many of the natural landmarks get destroyed, some tourists may be less inclined to visit, which will later affect the economy. Social impacts. Some of the social impacts of land use conflicts are: many of the citizens of Brazil are fighting for the safety of rainforests, which will cause somewhat of a division in their communities. The First Nations people of Brazil will have their homes destroyed if the rainforests are torn down. Thank you for watching, and these are my sources.